Ladies and gentlemen, welcome AWF Fan Nation to 2024. I hope you guys all had a great 2023. We are catching back up with the AWF Insider podcast. We got so busy right around the Wildcard Rumble that we kind of fell to the wayside, but here we are back for at least for tonight. This might be one night only, but we are here to preview the AWF New Dawn event coming up tomorrow, which is January the 13th, Saturday night in Phoenix, Arizona. We are going to go ahead and take a look at some different things. We're going to try to touch on as much as we can in this half hour that we have with you here tonight, folks. But starting off, we're going to say Happy New Year. Hope your holidays were fantastic. We're right on the verge of the end of the holiday season, and we here at the Arizona Wrestling Federation would like to thank all of you so very, very much for a fantastic, amazing 20 and 23 in the books. 10-year anniversary, we did it. If you have a cork, go ahead and pop the cork, get some applause going. It's all because of you guys, and thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. We appreciate each and every one of the boys in the back, and all of us thank you for being here with us, AWF Fan Nation. And to kick it off, we're going to go ahead and let you know that voting has opened, and sometime before Triumph, you should be seeing the results of the AWF Fan Nation Choice Awards. So if you haven't already, go over to awflive.com, which, by the way, if you missed it, I don't quite know that we had it up and running yet, but ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com still works, so if you have it in your bookmarks, don't worry. You still can't access it that way, but AWFlive.com, the primary new home for Arizona Wrestling Federation on the web. You can get all your event details and all that good stuff. Same good stuff you could get at ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com, just a whole lot less to type. So, AWF Fan Nation Choice Awards. You can vote for different things. We're going to give you a rundown. Favorite AWF debut. There's a whole bunch. Too much to name. Feud of the year. These ones, just to give you an idea. Alex Salyers and Chris Evans. Brittany Brooks versus Moxie Strokes. Chubby Depp and Paul London. Paradox Rudy Rogers. And Ricky Reyes, of course, with his blood feud that he had in 2023. Aiden Colts. Match of the year. Again, I'm going to go ahead. We don't have time to discuss those. Breakout star of the year for 2023. Just giving some props to Alex Salyers, Brittany Brooks, Jimo Kaminari, J-Rod, and Ricky Reyes. Best tag team. And then, of course, the AWF 2023 Wrestler of the Year. A whole bunch to choose from. Again, make your choices. Voting is still open at AWFlive.com. We're going to give you a quick run through for AWF champions. So if you haven't been following along, or if you just want a simple reminder, going into AWF New Dawn, we're looking at champions in the order of, no particular order, actually. Arizona Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion is none other than the one and only Paul London. AWF Women's Champion is currently J-Rod. AWF Tag Team Champions, AWF State Champion, just to round off the singles championships, is none other than the most violent man in all of Arizona, the man in black himself, Alex Salyers, and then the Inglorious Bastards are the AWF current tag team champions. That, of course, a team that consists of Marty Snow and Midas. Cool news about this Saturday before we get into the matches. We have partnered with the St. Mary's Food Bank. So anything that you can bring, any sort of donation Saturday night will be helpful. If you can make it over to their website and would prefer to give a cash donation, you can do so directly through their website. We should have a link, if not at awflive.com, on our socials. You should be able to find that. And of course, if you can, as you've been seeing through those very socials, if you can bring or spare or donate any peanut butter or canned goods, that would be very helpful to St. Mary's Food Bank. Apparently there were some shipments that did not make it over the holiday season, so they are in great need of both, again, peanut butter and canned vegetables, and you can bring them right in. We'll have a donation area set up at AWF New Dawn. So, Fan Nation, let's show them how much good we can do here and help out a good cause. We had, thank you, by the way, everybody who donated to Toys for Tots last December. This past event at the AWF Christmas Bruising at the Phoenix Beer Co. Thank you so much. A great show. I don't know that we all have time to recap it or review it here, but AWF Christmas Bruising, that I can't think of a better way. Perhaps Chubby Depp might, but other than that, and him, I think I can't think of a better way that we could have closed out our 10th year ever, 2023, than the way we did at AWF Christmas Bruising. I want to say thank you, all of you guys, again. Unfortunately, and up to much debate and controversy, we saw Paul London retain his AWF championship against Chubby Depp. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're either not in attendance or didn't catch the live stream, oh yeah, by the way, we live stream now. Head on over to the AWF Facebook or the AWF YouTube page. You can catch up on the last events. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we should have, I know we have Overdrive up there. From this last year in 2023. The Elimination and Retribution should be up if they're not already, as well as AWF Christmas Bruising. So big thank you to Drake and Havasu TV, online TV that is, and we'll be right back on the other side of this break to start going over this Saturday's matches at AWF New Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is Gabriel Anders, and we're back here on the AWF Insider Podcast. It is AWF New Time. It's a brand spanking new year. We got a lot of brand spanking new talent. Well, not all of it, but a lot of very, very fresh new talent, we should say, and got a whole bunch of great matchups that are coming up here on AWF New Dawn. Again, get your tickets now. Still a little bit of time left. Get them at awflive.com, ticket link, and then while you're at it, AWF Triumph right around the corner. Biggest show of the year. This is going to be one that everybody is going to be pining to get to, so that one's probably going to sell out. So get those tickets. AWF Triumph tickets at awflive.com. And just in case you haven't heard, before we get into AWF New Dawn, AWF Triumph, of course, AWF Heavyweight Champion Paul London will be there. And, of course, the Fred Rosser will be there. So some of you might know him in a past life in WWE as Darren Young. We'll also be having... the Brian Kendrick will be appearing, so I don't quite know that one's been announced yet, so that's why you listen to AWF Insider, the one and only podcast for the AWF, and of course, the big return of Chris Masters. It's Triumph once again, and Chris Masters will be in the building, and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys in on a little bit of breaking news here in the Arizona Wrestling Federation. Chubby Depp has been asking, due to the controversy in the way that the match ended at AWF Christmas Bruising in Phoenix, AWF officials originally had a singles match for the AWF Championship scheduled for Triumph between Paul London and Chris Masters. Now, before that even hit the airwaves, before that even hit socials, before that hit any sort of news syndicates, before it hit any dirt sheet, AWF officials have decided that due to the controversial way that the match ended between Chubby Depp and Paul London, that match at AWF Triumph for the Arizona Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship will be a triple threat match. So again, you heard it here first on AWF Insider. This is why you listen. Announced for AWF Triumph, Chubby Depp, Chris Masters and Paul London, the current AWF Heavyweight Champion, defending in a triple threat match at AWF Triumph. Wow! If that's not a reason to get your tickets, I don't know what is. February the 24th at the Phoenix Beer Company. Wow, AWF officials, I must say you've outdone yourself again. Get those tickets now at awflive.com. You want to get front row tickets, and if those sell out by the time this hits the airwaves and by the time you have time to click over to the website, make sure you're getting any ticket you can and get a load of those family packs, or the 4-packs now as they're called, because buy more and save. Absolutely. You'll want to be there, AWF Triumph. So let's go ahead. Without further ado, let's take a look at some AWF New Dawn matches. There are some exciting matchups coming to AWF New Dawn this Saturday the 13th. We're going to see, just to get your feet wet a little bit, in no particular order, we're going to see Johnny Suave, of course, your baby mama's favorite wrestler, who's been heating up as of late. Has been, in 2023, he actually had a quietly good year in AWF competition. He's going to face a returning Wicked in what, this is one of those matches that can steal the show, so you'll want to go ahead and keep an eye out for this one. Johnny Suave battling Wicked in singles competition. Another one that a lot of folks are really excited for, the tag team matchup of Anthony Alpha, who debuted successfully at Christmas Bruising with a victory over Aaron Creed. He'll be teaming with King Khan, who'll be making his AWF debut. If you got a chance to see him in the showcase, good stuff. That's a tough competitor right there. Against the unlikely team and almost odd couple pairing of Lorenzo and Degouche. Let me remind you, these two were competitors in the pre-show last month at AWF Christmas Bruising. Of course, Lorenzo coming out with the victory in that one. Another debut that we're going to be seeing, we're going to see the debut of El Tecolote, for those who don't understand my accents. So he is going to be, not much is known about this man other than he's masked. He wrestles a lucha libre style, and he's gigantic. And he moves quickly for a big man. So he has the unenviable task of wrestling Chris Evans, who's a former AWF Heavyweight Champion, 2-time that is, as well as the first ever AWF Champion. Now, little history lesson, of course, those who know, Chris Evans was the first ever AWF Champion, crowned back in 2014, back in AWF Gold Rush. So, again, just the first few matches. We're going to have some more on the other side. Tecolote versus Chris Evans. Wicked versus Johnny Suave. A tag team between Anthony Alpha, King Khan, fighting Degouche and Lorenzo. On the other side, we're going to have some other big matchups that are coming to you at AWF New Dawn. So again, Saturday, January the 13th. And you can get your tickets at awflive.com. We, on the other hand, will be right back while you do that, while you get your tickets. Remember your AWF Triumph tickets, too. Go and just buy them at the same time. Don't miss out. We'll be right back. AWF Insider, I'm Gabriel Anders. The AWF Insider Podcast. I'm Gabriel Anders, and ladies and gentlemen, we have an event Saturday night, AWF New Dawn. Have you heard? We're going over the matches. We're taking a look, and you can take a look. Not only can you be there live, and tickets will probably be sold out, so you gotta check before you head to the door. Make sure you try to buy online, because that's going to be your best bet at awflive.com. Rewind a little bit if you missed the major announcement. Triple threat heavyweight championship match. Chubby Depp gets his attempt to win it back from Paul London, but he's going to have Chris Masters in the mix. So AWF Triumph tickets also available at awflive.com. Get those tickets. And ladies and gentlemen, if we're able to hit the airwaves heaven willing, next week we're going to have another big announcement, and it may be in regards to March. So keep posted. If it's not here on the AWF Insider podcast, we should have that announcement coming up very shortly, and you're going to hear this one. So it's going to be probably just as big as the major heavyweight championship match that we just announced for February the 24th at AWF Triumph. So without, let's go ahead because time is limited, just as seating is limited at AWF New Dawn, which, by the way, we'll save that for later. So, carrying on with the matches, we have a debut. So this is some brand spanking new talent. Fallen Gray will be debuting, making her AWF debut against Moxie Strokes in a singles match. This match will be, there's a lot riding on this match here. So Fallen Gray versus Moxie Strokes. Fallen Gray debuted of sorts, or at least made her first appearance in the AWF last month at AWF Christmas Bruising. Looked as if she was going to attack Chris Evans with a kendo stick, but ended up turning onto an unsuspecting Moxie Strokes. I don't think anybody was knowing exactly what to expect when she hit the arena. However, we do know now that whatever she's coming to the AWF with, there is bad blood pointing directly at one Moxie Strokes. So that's a huge debut match. Also, another match to look forward to. Chuko Bum, everybody's favorite homeless guy, will be battling the Guardian of the Streets, almost like a Hell's Angel, if you will, El Lycan, who has taken it upon himself to clean up the streets of Phoenix, Arizona, and abroad, ridding the streets of the plagued homelessness and vagabonds and ruffians, if you will, by force in some aspects, I've heard. So, El Lycan versus Chuko Bum. El Lycan has definitely not taken a liking to Chuko Bum's demeanor, lifestyle, or antics, if you can call whatever Chuko Bum is a lifestyle. Here's what we know is that the AWF fan nation is likely to erupt once Chuko Bum hits the arena. So that'll be a good one too, singles competition. Another singles match that'll be taking place, Ricky Reyes is looking to gain a victory over Alex Ace. Now, these two have met once before. Alex Ace was the one who was able to come the victor out of that match and has not wrestled, to my knowledge. If I might be misordering a match. However, it's been a very long time since he's been in AWF competition. Ricky Reyes, on the other hand, has been competing regularly. And if those don't know, ever since his championship matchup with Chubby Dup back in August, has been on an undefeated streak in singles competition and had one of the best 2023s anybody on the AWF roster could have had. So again, he's up for breakout star, also maybe for wrestler of the year. Check out the Fan Nation Choice Awards. Again, AWFlive.com. Voting is still up and available and will be through at least a couple weeks prior to Triumph, if not through the event. Another matchup, the AWF State Championship is on the line. The most violent man in Arizona, the man in black, Alex Salyers. Check our social medias and our YouTube. Had a statement for the other man in the competitor, Alex Salyers again, mind you. Won in November, defeated Paradox for the AWF State Championship. In his first title defense in grand Alex Salyers fashion, said, I have no problem putting this on the line, come one, come all. And in a large, heavily violent and crazy multi-man ladder match, was able to walk out as AWF State Champion. He will have a triple threat now in his hands with two of those competitors who were in that ladder match. Mr. Roy Davidson looking to become the state champion for a second time, as well as Rudy Rogers. And of course, Fresco Matic returning to the negative zone will fight Chubby Depp. And here's what Fresco had to say in regards to this matchup.
You got some nerve speaking my name as though you feel that you're a challenge to me, Chubby Depp. You had an old-timer take your title and beat you in the rematch. So what makes you think you got any shot one-on-one with the street sweeper? I have come back to the negative zone for one simple thing: to destroy the Arizona Wrestling Federation. So January 13th, everyone in negative zone, grab your ticket. The boy is back in town, and I got a special plan in motion, because everything's only temporary, but fresh goes forever. Hallelujah. Cut the check.
And of course, this is what Chubby Depp had to say in regards to the matchup.
And even all those accolades, they don't mean to me, Fresco. Because it's me and you in the main event of New Dawn. And this ain't the same Chubby baby that you faced a couple years back. This is a two-time heavyweight champion, a pissed off Chubby, ignored by management. And you're going to be the casualty of it. Don't you forget, Fresco. Don't you dare forget who I took my last heavyweight title from. So talk all your talk, you roach, and I'll see you on the 13th.
So there you have it. These two men, no love lost between the both of them. That is for sure and for true. Wow, guys. I don't know what more to say. We're just about out of time here. Thank you so much for joining us here in the AWF Insider Podcast. I want to hear what you have to say. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the comments. Remember to like, follow us, subscribe, Spotify, whatever podcast network you're listening on. And I want to thank you all again, once again, for a fantastic, amazing What Dreams Are Made Of 2023 for the Arizona Wrestling Federation. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. I want to thank Havasu Online TV for recently and currently live streaming our events. And this is what I was going to get to earlier. This event will not be live streamed. However, the very next day on Sunday night, you will be able to catch us live, a live replay, if you will, on our YouTube and Facebook. I want to thank Zach McCormick, as always, and Shane for stepping in December, and great photographers that we've had the pleasure of working with, and all the boys in the back. Congratulations, Brittany Brooks, who will be making her GCW debut, if you haven't heard. So if you want to go walk that route, potentially, get your start at the AWF Academy, info at awflive.com. Until next time, guys, I hope to see you at AWF New Dawn on Saturday. We're running out of time. I'm running out of voice. Until next time, AWF Insider Podcast, I'm Gabriel Anders. Good night.